Hello everyone, welcome along. It's Monday the 17th of February. I hope you've had a great weekend and you're ready for another full week of quizzing. Yeah, it's week 7 now of JDQ and it is just getting crazier and crazier as I go along at the minute. It's absolutely brilliant. Every new sort of thing that I do, every new sort of feature that I introduce, you're all embracing it in a brilliant way. The fact that last week I chopped and changed where you got your music clips. There was only 2 last week and it was on, I think it was Tuesday and Thursday rather than Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And yeah, it's just so brilliant to see how it's fitting in to so many of your sort of daily routines. So it's fantastic to see. The great news is the website is now up and running completely. And again, it's great to see so many of you in there using it. So for example, I mean, I'm recording this early on Friday morning. So the weekly leaderboard hasn't quite finished because there'll still be some of you putting in your scores. Though, for example, there's a few in fact, there's way more than 10 already in there for the daily leaderboard's already completely full. But just looking at the week as a whole for last week, week 6, Jess H82 finished top there with a score of 5 and an average tiebreaker of 30. Mum and Charlie there finishing in second, 4.6 average for the week. That's a cracking average, with 615.8 away on the tiebreaker, and the Adams family there in third as well with 4.25. And an average tiebreaker is 16.75. And it's so good to see so many of you putting your scores in there. And you know what? The really pleasing thing as well has been each day I've been looking at it, and there's not been many there's not been loads and loads of 5 out of 5s. The leaderboard hasn't just been dominated by people, top scoring. It's been great to see everyone, and it doesn't matter what score you've got. It's been great to see you share it on there. And then on your own profile page, you've got your own sort of details of your scores as well and your own averages. I am working, hopefully it should be live this morning. There was a big update due over the weekend, so as long as it has gone through, on the profile page you'll now see your actual position on the leaderboard. It's something that's been giving me a bit of trouble this week trying to get it finished. But you'll now see, your true position, because obviously the leaderboards only show the top 10. On the homepage, it will now only show the top 3. On the leaderboard page, it will show the top 10. But when you go into your profile page, it will now show you your true position. So you don't have to sit there and go, oh, I'm not on the top 10. I wonder where I actually am. Well, now you should be able to know. So it'll be there with all of your scores that you've entered and your averages as well. So yeah, I'm constantly evolving Quiz Hub. I'm constantly adding new things. And much like with JDQ, constantly changing and adding things in and making sure that we keep it as fresh as possible so that each week you don't know what you're about to face. And on that note, let's look at today. I have got all sorts of questions in here for you today. There's a music lyrics question returning for you. There's a board game question. There's a wrestling question. And there's a sort of a numbers and something else as well. I am trying to keep the tiebreakers. Let me just double check. I have actually done it this week. Looking at my spreadsheet. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. My plan is I want to try and keep the. So just give you a hint. I want to try and keep the tiebreaker under 1,000. I was going to try to do it under 500, but I think it was going to get a bit trickier. But yeah, so the tiebreaker score will always be less than 1,000. Just a little hint for you. So if you are adding your scores to the website, it always will be less than 1,000. Which, yeah, today's is definitely less than 1,000. But yeah, so get your pens and paper ready. Get yourselves all sorted. Get yourselves, I was going to say tucked in, but that's bedtime. Get yourselves ready to go. We'll go with that. Welcome along. It is Monday, the 17th of February, and here are your questions for today. That's what I need. I need a little bit of sort of like tension music to kick off the, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Right, here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the small hammer that the judge uses to call attention to order? Order. What is the name of the small hammer that the judge uses to call attention to order? Yeah, you may have noticed I've dropped the background music. It was just getting a bit frustrating trying to get the right level and stuff like that. So yeah, you just have a little bit of silence, but until I can find the right piece of music. Yeah. Question number 2. Name the song. In touch with the ground. I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. Smell like I sound. I'm lost in a crowd. So again, it's so difficult not to sing that in the tune because it's a great song. I name the song "In Touch with the Ground." I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. Smell like I sound. I'm lost in a crowd. I also think my microphone might slightly, it might be a bit of background noise because I think it's slight. I've got one of these crackling wick candle things and I've got it going in my office. It smells really nice, but yeah, my microphone might not be picking it up. Question number 3 on a standard UK Monopoly board. Which is the first station you encounter? So on a standard UK Monopoly board, which is the first station you encounter? Now, I know on Thursday and Saturdays I've said that I'm not doing Monopoly connection rounds anymore, but it doesn't mean I can't slip the odd question in here or there. Question number 4, which wrestler was known as Stone Cold? Very nearly carried on then. Which wrestler was known as Stone Cold? Not thinking, it went straight into the answer. It does help if you put a question mark on your questions, Jay. Wake up. And your final question today then, number 5. How many years is a Ruby anniversary? So how many years is a Ruby anniversary? There you go then, ladies and gentlemen. That is all of your questions for today. That is your 5. So have a think about your answers. Make sure you have them written down or locked away so you can't change them. And I will be back with the answers after Dave and his 5-second countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, right, let's then see how you did for Monday the 17th of February. A brand new week, a brand new quiz, and another 5 answers for you. So your first question today was this: what is the name of the small hammer that a judge uses to call attention to order? It is a gavel. Gavel. And number 2, name the song. In Touch with the Ground. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like I sound. I'm lost in a crowd. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Oh no, I'm hungry like the wolf. Yeah, Hungry Like the Wolf. Great song, that. In touch with the ground. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Moving on. On a standard UK Monopoly board, which is the first station you encounter, it is King's Cross. Number 4, which wrestler was known as Stone Cold? It was Stone Cold Steve Austin. And number 5, how many years is a Ruby anniversary? It is 40. 40, yeah, 40 anniversaries. No, 40 years for a Ruby anniversary. And there we go then, ladies and gents. That is all of your questions for today. Your tiebreaker question then, as many of you have noticed, you need to play. I've just, out of the corner of my eye, I must have had a really bad tiebreaker in for Friday the 14th. Because I'm just looking at the differences of like 3,000, 1,500, 1,700, 2,000. Yeah, this is why I need to keep the tiebreaker under 1,000. So it's the only clue I'll give you. The tiebreaker is less than 1,000. How tall in feet is the BT Tower in London? So how tall in feet is the BT Tower in London? So if you're using this to separate people, which I know a lot of you are, remember, as always, nearest to it gets the point and takes the win. But if you do want to add your scores to the daily JDQ leaderboard and have that record, so it's not just for the day, it's, you'll have a weekly leaderboard, a monthly leaderboard, and also an all-time leaderboard as well. To be honest, I can't wait till the 1st of March and the leaderboard sort of resets, and then it will look different on each of the 3 pages on there. But yeah, so nearest to this get the point. It is 620 feet. It's quite tall. You can see it for quite a distance if you're in London. But yeah, the BT Tower in London, 620 feet. There you go, ladies and gents. That is the first quiz of the week. There's another 4 ready to go for you later on in the week. Tomorrow, I am trying to get my mouse in the right position. Tomorrow, I've got some TV in there. There's some sport. There's some company names for you, a bit of geography, and another music lyrics for you. Yes, I'm really keeping you on your toes this week. The music clips aren't music clips this week. They are audio clips. and more will be revealed later on in the week or when we get to it. But yeah, thank you very much for playing. Share your scores on Quiz Hub for JDQ. So quizhub.co.uk. Remember to share your scores. It's very simple. If you've not been on there, just register so that you've got a username, and then just go to the add scores page and add your scores. And you can go back historically, by the way, if you've recently joined. I forgot to mention this. If you've recently joined Quiz Hub, you can go back. You just, when you're on the add score page, change the date. So if you've got your scores written down, then you can go back and you can put your historic results in as well. So you're more than welcome to do that. It would be great so that you can go in and you can adjust your, so you've got a true average from playing. I mean, I know some of you write down all of your scores. So yeah, if you're on Quiz Hub, go back, add in all of your scores, and then you can see what your true average is as well. And hopefully, like I say, your true position on the leaderboard as well. Right, that is it from me. This has gone on way too long for what is supposed to be a short bite-sized podcast. And I know probably most of you have skipped through to the questions and the answers, but that is absolutely fine. I'll be back tomorrow. Another quiz for you. Thanks very much for playing today, and I'll see you soon. As always, for me, take care and stay safe.